this cathedral was not raised for prayer. It was raised to contain what the world could not destroy. Inside these walls stand hundreds of mirrors, each one a prison. They house atrocities that refuse the order of the living world, creatures twisted by oath-breaking, by devotion turned rancid, by hunger that outlived the body. Left unsupervised, they would escape their mirror prisons and tear their way back into the world. So I was appointed to stand watch, to learn their names, to catalog their crimes, to ensure they remain where they belong. If even one were to walk free, the stillness of this world would collapse beneath it. Cities would crumble, faith would rot, and peace would become a memory whispered over ash. For centuries they held without fail, until one did not. One mirror has shattered. One monster is no longer sealed. I am the warden of this cathedral, appointed keeper of its thresholds, steward of its vault of reflections. It is my duty to ensure that what is contained remains sealed. Though its name evades me, its record written in the echoes of this cathedral does not exist. I have cataloged hundreds of creatures, documented their misdeeds, and traced their mirrors with unwavering certainty. Yet this one slips through memory, a shadow I cannot grasp, a fracture in the order I was sworn to maintain. Containment cannot be restored from the outside. I must enter and repair the fracture before the abomination finds its way out. This cannot be right. The fracture repairs itself, yet I have done nothing. The order of this mirror defies my understanding. Towers crumble in silence, their stones fractured by time. Mist clings to broken battlements, as if the land itself resists my passage. These are the remnants of a being who sought power beyond their bounds. A danger I must contain. The castle opens before me, hollow and silent. I step onto the twisting staircase, its spiral defying reason beneath my feet. I descend carefully, every motion measured. Each step carries me downward, yet the end feels no closer than when I began. At the bottom, a doorway waits, a passage into the fog-shrouded canyon beyond. The canyon stretches beneath a dense, shifting fog, faintly alive with moss and fungi that glow in the dim light. The mirror fractures again. Unusual, inexplicable, and yet my duty is unchanged. Bridges hang suspended, worn thin by time and strain, hiding the hidden and unknowable depths. I step carefully, each movement deliberate. Every breath measured. Beyond the bridge, the garden reveals itself. Flowers bloom in crystal, their roots veined with glass and mirror. Shards hang from branches and stone, humming softly at the slightest disturbance. Even beauty here is brittle, and a single misstep can splinter what remains intact. Shelves rise from the flooded library plain, their books half submerged, their spines softened by time. Pages float in the shallow water, stirred by unseen currents. I wade forward, guided by the low glow of scattered candles. These halls twist upon themselves. I move forward, yet the path seems to loop back around, as if I am walking in circles. An exit waits above the shelves, narrow but intact. I climb, rung by rung, leaving the water and its uncertainty below. At the higher level, the path continues. The cavern opens into a ruined city, vast and suspended. Towers and spires cling to stone like roots, their bridges hanging broken between them. The architecture rises for a sky that does not exist, grand even in decay. Paths fracture without warning. Bridges give way in silence, swallowed by the darkness below. The city expands in all directions, a labyrinth of bridges and corridors. I move without certainty, trusting that the correct path forward will eventually reveal itself. I cross what remains, testing each gap, each rail, each narrowing edge. Where stone ends, I leap, carrying momentum across the gaps. The city offers no mercy, only passage. Ahead, a spiral tower rises from the ruin, its path leading upward. The ascent continues. The valley narrows and the light thins. Blackened trees crowd the path, their branches twisted inward. Fog gathers low, heavy, close. Faint glows breathe within hollowed trunks, muted but watchful. The air carries murmurs, not voices but impressions that press against thought. I move through them without answer. Beyond the hollow, the ground grows firm beneath my steps. Trees return to green, and the path becomes dirt once more. The path splits. One route ends in stone, sealed and impassable. The other leads into the lush forest ahead. The decision is simple. I proceed forward. Through the trees, the lake reveals itself black, unmoving, without reflection. The surface offers no image, no return. Something in its surface calls, a silent summon I cannot ignore. I lower my hand into the dark. Cold grips my skin. It stains. The mask is claimed, a vessel representing my duty, holding faint echoes of myself. Though the mask is taken, I still remain. I proceed further to complete my mission. Through the trees, an amphitheater sits, sunken, yet filled with presence. Hundreds of stone forms sit frozen, mouths open. A strange hum vibrates the air, though nothing moves. I step into the center and the sound ceases. My passage halts it, a pause in the impossible choir. At the center, I reach for the statue. Its mask crumbles beneath my fingers into dust. Beneath it, my face stares back. It should not exist here. It should not be mine. And yet there it is, unmistakable, unclaimed, a reflection I cannot comprehend. Above, the sky reflects the change. The fracture mends, signaling the monster is restrained somewhere inside this mirror. The abomination is contained once more, trapped safely within this glass prison. My duty for now is fulfilled. As I leave the amphitheater behind, all that remains is one task, to locate the way out of this mirror prison. A trail lies before me. The creature leaves its footprints carelessly, as if daring pursuit. I accept. A mirror palace looms ahead, its walls smooth and reflective. A weapon rack sits empty, the slots gaping and vacant. My options are few. I lift the stone spear lying at the base of a crumbled statue. The balance in my hand feels right, inevitable. As I step cautiously into the arena, a figure waits. Its mask mirrors my own. No words pass, only the language of steel. Every strike and parry carries the weight of what I have already known, and yet cannot fully understand. And beneath the mask, my own reflection staring back. It should not be. I am the only one meant to bear this mask, the sole keeper of the mirrors, and yet this face is mine. It bears the weight of my duty, and yet it is separate. It should not exist, and yet it does. I move toward the way I first entered, guided not by desire, but by necessity. Each step carries the weight of what must be watched and secured. The cathedral waits. I cannot linger. The damage persists. My hand knows it, though my clouded mind cannot recall how it came to be. The mirror demands attention, and my duty compels me forward. I do not question why. I only know what must be done. The mirror will be mended. The towers stand fractured, indifferent to my passing. Time has fractured these stones, but my task remains whole. The spiral descends as before. The echoes here are quieter now, as if the steps themselves remember me. Bridges tremble silently, as if reminding me why I must pass. Light scatters through the crystalline branches, yet my vigilance holds steady. Now the halls are familiar. Each turn guides me. I know the path through this labyrinth, as if it bends to my memory. Pages drift quietly, as if holding on to their own memory of time. The shadows of this city yield to me. I take a swifter, more direct path this time, each bridge known, each corridor holding no uncertainty. The ascent twists and turns, yet the task I bear is straightforward and unwavering. Even in darkness, faint light ahead reminds me that this path has an end. The familiar path lies to the left, yet I venture into the cave. Perhaps it is another way, a route that avoids the lake's dark waters and its silent pull. Rubble falls, blocking the entrance. What remains is the way I've chosen. Previously, the spear was necessity, not preference. I understand the blade now, why it failed, and how it should not. One blade is enough. Anything more clouds the outcome. What saved me before was chance. What I carry now is understanding. What breaks is answered elsewhere. The world corrects itself, as it has done before. The fracture is sealed. Only one final task remains: contain the threat. The mirror shows me what I've already become. I recognize the face it shows to me. I have been telling this story from a distance. Now there is no distance left.